Walid Alouani is an entrepreneur who helps scale communities through online challenges.
Another strategy that's really increased our conversion is we got live people to
In this episode, he talks about how he helped his client make $32,000 in just 3 days using a 3-day challenge.
Day number 2, we started pitching. Within 1 hour, we made $19,600.
And then he shared a simple challenge formula that any beginner can use.
So for people who are just beginners, they don't have an audience, they don't have a lot of people knowing them. The best thing that they can do is to offer.
Super cool to talk to you, man. You just made $32,000 for your client with a 3-day Skool challenge. Tell me about that. How did that process come about?
Hello, William. Thank you for having me first. And yep, we made $32,000 within 3 days using a multi-day webinar. So it was not really a webinar, okay? We call it a challenge or an event, okay? 3-day challenge, 3-day event. So it's a multi-day webinar. It's like you take the same framework as a webinar that Russell Brunson and many people have been doing for years, and you just split it into 3 days. So you start day number 1 with theory, you teach them something. Then number 2, you give them the plan for your mechanism. Then number 3, you give them the map, okay, how they can do this by themselves or how they can do it with you. And yep, we just launched the last Monday, and we've been there for 3 days. My clients have been doing live calls with them for 3 days. He taught them a lot of stuff, and by the end, he pitched them his Skool community offer, an annual offer. And we ended up making on the first day, which is day number 2, we started pitching. And within 1 hour, we made $19,600, okay? Within 1 hour. And he was literally sharing his screen. And we were like watching people join in and paying for the $1,960. And yeah, the next day, we made $9,600. And then we added some 2 extra bonuses, day bonuses, okay? And then we collected $32K by the end when we closed the cart, which was Friday.
Had you ever done challenges on Skool before, or was this the first challenge you launched on Skool?
Okay, so on Skool specifically, this is my first challenge that I have ever done, okay? But I was using another platform, which I am partnered with. I am an ambassador for it. It's Snaz.io. So I've been launching a lot of challenges there, and they even have this challenge feature. And I helped the guy on Skool, like he has a Skool community. And I helped him to scale from 600 members to 10,000 members within 30 days with launching some challenges.
And the person that you were just helping with the 32K challenge, was that like, is this their first Skool community? How big is this community? Tell me a little bit about that.
Cool. Okay. So it's not a new Skool community, and he's not new to this. So it's a real estate community, and he launched it last year. He was been doing webinars back then, and he made $8,000. That's like the most money that he have ever made from a launch, $8,000. Okay. And he been looking for a way on how to use challenges or how to use like a live experience to turn cold leads into warm people that will literally join his paid Skool community. But he could not like find a real way, because webinars, they're just about the pitch. Okay, it's only 1 hour session. You jump there and it's all about teaching them some small stuff and then pitching them. But my idea was a little bit different, because with a challenge, you get to build the authority, you get to build the trust, you get to build the connection with these people. You get to really teach them something and give them the quick wins, so you can pitch them by the end. So it's not literally about the pitch itself. It's about really teaching them and giving them some quick wins. And then by the end, selling them you offer. So this is his first challenge that he have ever launched with me. And yep.
And so for people who are maybe listening to this, who have a Skool community and they're trying to figure out how they could use a challenge themselves, how would you suggest that they get started on structuring that, on figuring out what challenge to do?
Okay, so I have literally 2 strategies that people can use. Depends on if they are beginners or if they are experienced, or especially if they have a bigger audience. So for people who are just beginners, they don't have an audience, they don't have a lot of people knowing them. The best thing that they can do is to offer a one-on-one challenge. It's not a group challenge, but it's a one-on-one challenge. So they will reach out to these people, they will reach out to the Skool members or their audience and offer them a 3-day free one-on-one challenge where they will teach them something. Okay, it's about really getting them to the desire that they want. They will not really change or transform their lives in 3 days, but they will give them the system that will change their lives within a specific time frame, okay? So this is especially for beginners. Offer a one-on-one free challenge, and by the end, pitch them your thing. And it will be much easier for you to pitch because it's one-on-one. So you will get to know their desires, you get to know their pain points, you get to know them even deeply. So the pitch will be a little bit easier, and it will be smoother. For people who have a bigger audience, like I'm talking about 1,000 subscribers, even more, and they can have like at least 50 people attending for a group one-on-one group 3-day challenge, then they can do a group challenge. And the specific framework or the specific plan that they can use is, then number 1, just share with them the theory. Okay, share with them information about why they have to do what you're teaching. Just convince them. And the other thing that we do on day number 1 is to overcome objections. So I have a strategy that I'm using always, which is before they join the challenge, I have a survey for them. I send them a Google form where they will literally answer a lot of questions that will help me to know who are these people, so I can make better slides for them and I will serve them better. And on day number 1 of the challenge, we do something else, which is another form. This form is for me to pitch them. So I ask a lot of market research questions of who are these people, okay? What are their problems? What are their desires? So when I want to pitch them on the next day, which is day number 2 of the challenge, I will exactly do the best pitch ever that will be for them exactly. And that's what allowed us to really make $19,600 in 1 hour, because we literally knew these people more than themselves. Okay?
Right.
We literally knew every single problem, every single desire, every single pain point that they have, and we pitched them. And for day number 2 is about the plan. Okay? You share with them your mechanism. If you can, get them to do it with your life. Okay? Get them to use this as a workshop, because webinars, they don't really work for school. Okay, try to do a workshop, like make it as a workshop. Get them to do it and try to do live, your mechanism. Okay, and then by the end, you will pitch them. Another strategy that's really increased our conversion is we got live people to share their testimonials with us. So my client, as I told you, he's not a beginner. So he has a Skool community and he has real clients. So what I told him is, if you can get 3 people from your paid school, get them to join this challenge with us and share their testimonials live, because people will not trust a screenshot.
Right.
Okay, they will think it's faked, it's doctored, or something like this. So we got these people to share their testimonials before we started pitching. They shared the testimonial. Everyone was really hyping up the chat. Everyone was happy, and then we pitched them. Then number 3, just share with them the roadmap. It's like you take day number 1, you add day number 2 into it, and you give them a clear roadmap on how they can get to the desired result that they want. Okay, maybe in the next 60 or 90 days, and then you give them 2 options. Option number 1, you can do it by yourself, but you will fail and a lot of stuff will happen to you. Okay, you will not literally get into this result within the time frame, or you can do it with us. And this is the repitch. So we have on day 2, then we do the repitch on day 3. Another strategy for day 3 is, if you can have someone to do the repitch for you, it will be massive. That's exactly what I did with my client. He was not the one who did the repitch for day number 3. We had another CSM from his community who did the repitch, because some people, they will not really like you on day number 2 when you did the pitch. Some people will not really understand what you were saying. They would not like you, like literally, let's say it like this. They would not like you pitch it. They would like to hear it for someone else. That's exactly what we have done. We got a CSM, she did the repitch. Of course, like, she has to share a little bit of her story, okay, to connect with the chat and with the audience, and ask them a little bit of questions and really like build the engagement, and then give a lesson, a story, then start pitching. It's the same offer from last day, the same slides, the same everything. Just do the repitch. That's all.
There are so many gems in that, so much sauce for people who are listening. I want to go to the one-on-one challenge that you talked about for beginners, because that's something that I haven't heard anybody talk about before. And I just think that's a really smart way to do it, because a lot of people are doing these one-on-one calls for their community, and it's just kind of everybody's doing it. It's like, what's the value of getting on a call with somebody? But if you frame it in terms of a 3-day challenge, like, sure, it's a lot of work, but you can really give somebody a lot of value in that amount of time. Have you ever done this with any beginners? Like, is this something that you've actually seen working, or is this just a strategy that you've come up with?
Okay, so I have seen it working a lot. For my guy specifically, I really forgot his name right now, and I have even his book. So it's called The Tiny Challenge. Okay, this system called The Tiny Challenge. I literally forgot his name. But right now, I'm applying it with my clients. They still did not launch it yet, but I have some clients who are a little bit beginners, and I'm applying this with them right now, okay? And it's not really different from a group challenge. It's just that you do it one-on-one, and you do it with the most qualified people ever, because you don't want to waste your time doing one-on-one calls for 3 days. Like, it will be a waste of time, right? So you just want to qualify people. Who are the most qualified people in your community right now that you think they will 100% buy, but they just don't trust you enough, or they don't even understand what you're offering. So offer them this 3-day one-on-one challenge. It will be like a little bit of like coaching, okay? Then number 1, give them make it feel as a coaching. Don't like make it as a webinar or challenge like the group one, okay? This is the difference, is you make it one-on-one, you make it like a coaching. You give them a coaching experience, how working with you will look like. So then number 1 is the same structure. Give them the theory, give them why they are stuck and why they have to do your way or to use your system. Then number 2, give them the system, which is the plan, okay? How they can do this, how they can use the mechanism. Then number 3, give them the roadmap. And for the only difference from one-on-one and group is, group you pitch on day number 2, but for the one-on-one, pitch on day number 3. Because if you
Okay.
do the pitch on day number 2, it will like, people will not really like to attend the day number 3 because they still did not get a lot from you. So instead of pitching on day number 2 for the one-on-one, pitch on day number 3. After you shared everything with them, after they got some quick wins, after they understand your mechanism. And I always tell this to my clients. So the worst case scenario for the one-on-one is you will end up with a testimonial. That's the
Right.
worst case. If they don't buy, you will get a free testimonial, especially if you're a beginner. They will give you the best testimonial, the best case study ever that you have changed their life in 3 days. And this will get you started.
I've heard a lot of people talking lately about using the 7-day free trial on Skool for challenges. Like Matthew Thompson's one famous example. He just won in the relationships category in the Skool games by using the 7-day challenge. And so have you ever used a 7-day challenge? And why are you suggesting people use a 3-day challenge instead of like a 7-day, for example?
Okay. So I had a guy that I wanted to partner with him, and he won the Skool games before. And he'd been using this 7-day trial, okay, before even people started talking about it. So he was using the 7-day trial, and it's a 7-day challenge. Okay, 7-day trial with a 7-day challenge. So when you join, you consume the 7-day challenge, and then you buy the Skool community, or you pay for the Skool community. The only problem with the trials is most people will consume and they will not pay. Most people, they will join, they want to consume, but they will not pay. That's the problem with free trials, okay? And also the difference between a 3-day with a 7 days, 7 days is a little bit long, okay? In the past, I have tried a 21-day challenge. It was good for people getting results, but it was so bad for conversions. People did not really stick until the end. So it's like we started with 1,000 people, we ended up with 100 people. So you can see the difference right here. But for a 3-day challenge, it's so quick, but still you can share a lot of value there. But still you can condense a lot of content there. So I would like to tell people, use a 3-day challenge, try it first, and then if it did not work, go with the 7-day free trial.
Do you normally do that like over a weekend, a 3-day challenge? Like, are there certain days of the week that you find are best for it?
Yeah. So we start on Monday, and then we close the ticket on Friday. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, that's 3 days.
Yeah.
And then for the tickets, we close it on Friday. So we have 5 days.
Okay, got it. And I'm curious about you personally. Like, how did you get into doing this? How did you get into building challenges for people?
Okay, so I would just like tell you a little bit about my background. I started building communities 5 years ago, okay? And I started like doing some partnerships on Discord because I have been doing e-commerce in the past. So I was building like some Discord communities with some people and partnering with them until I found myself building a Discord community for e-commerce. And I partnered with a Moroccan guy, okay? We partnered together and we ended up making 32K ARR, okay? In annual subscriptions, or in 1 year, we made 32K. And then the platform that we've been using was Nas.io, okay? Because I cannot use Skool, I don't have Stripe because I'm Moroccan, okay? So I cannot really use Stripe for my own thing. So I've been using this platform, and then this platform launched a feature called challenges. And I am even talking with the CEO, he's Nas Daily. I don't know if you know him or not, but he's so famous. He had 70 million followers on social media. So we messaged him on WhatsApp that he launched a new feature called challenges. I was like, what the fuck? Challenges? Who will use challenges to make money? Like, what do you mean challenges? So I really did not get the value of challenges until I had the client that I was working with, and he's the guy that I told you he was on Skool, and he had 600 members in his free school. He had a lot of subscribers on YouTube, 200K subscribers, but only 600 members on his school. So you can see like it's so bad. Like he cannot even get people to join his school. And then I told him, what do you think if we can like use a challenge to maybe like start and sell them something by then? He still did not have an offer or anything. So we launched a challenge on this platform. It was a 14-day challenge. And in the first week, we got 5,400 people joining the challenge. So you can see the difference in leads as well. From 600 members to 5,400 members joining the challenge within 7 days. Okay. And as I told you, we did not have any offer, anything. So we did a 14-day challenge. We have done a 21-day challenge. And then we have done a 3-day challenge. The 3-day challenge was the one that made him $500 MRR, because we just like tried to open a school and I tried to like know what to start and what to do. So this was like my beginning into doing challenges, and it was last year.
Cool. And what's next for you, Walid?
Okay. And I found myself like really understanding and liking this challenge model. And I thought like it will be a good mechanism that will really help community owners. Because as you know, like the 4 common problems or core problems that every school community has, or every online community has, is leads, engagement, conversions, and churn. And I found that challenges can literally fix all of these problems. It will get you more leads. And even my client right now that I scaled to 32K in 3 days, he literally told me that this challenge got him the most leads ever than he has ever done with a webinar or free course or free training or whatever it is. It will get you more leads. It will get you more engagement, because people will be literally engaging throughout this challenge, and we'll be literally doing some work, okay? And really excited to join this challenge because it's live, and you will give them some homework, you will give them some stuff, and it will give you more conversions.
Well, it's super cool to talk to you, man. There's a lot of really valuable stuff in here. I appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.